Alright, and welcome to my first Let's Play of Stellaris. It's a new game out by Paradox Studios, and it is brilliant. Yeah, so we're going to start off, we're going to create a brand new race, start a brand new universe, and we're just going to go. Yeah, so it's a galactic empire building space exploration game. And we'll get started here. So we're going to create a new game. And I've already created some empires, or some races. There's the Sparn Spread, the Ott Federation, which are a bunch of frog kind of nobilists. The Consciousness of Bright, which is the name of their home star. And they're kind of mushroom people. Hmm? Yeah, go get me the controller. And then the Secton Union, which was one that I was actually playing as in a single-player world. They're insect-based, and they're big breeders. They're weak, but they're kind of like cockroaches. They're hard to go away. And so that's who I played as in my first playthrough. And we'll create a brand new race for this playthrough.
Is that you? Is that you right there?
Yes, was. All right. Excuse me. Let's create a brand new empire. We are going to choose. We are going to choose what we look like here. You've got several different appearance selections. You've got mammalian, reptilian, avian, and all the way down the list. Yeah, when I was the Sectons, this was the one I had chosen. Kind of these grasshopper-looking people. But we'll do something else. Let's see here. Kind of look lobstery. Look at the little claws for their hands. Be an interesting choice. Big beetle-like people. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Go down in here into mollusks. We could be like the Slug Empire. That guy's got quite the nose. There's fungus-like people. Those guys look scary. Those guys do too. You. What do I got for birds? What kind of bird nation could we have? Ew. Yeah, some of these look very alien. I like going with kind of a bug-like nation. That's a very interesting creature. That thing looks... Jeez, it looks weird. Like, it looks like a crab, and then it's got these tentacle things under here. What does reptilian have? Turtles. The Snapper Federation. And then there's the mammalians. Ooh, he's kind of fun. Could be the Star Fox Federation. Could just be humans. Well, man, there's so many choices. It is hard to pick. That looks like Cthulhu. So does that. It could be like these pacifist people. Yeah, they look very pacifistic. There's something about him I like. There's the fungus people down here, and they're all kind of weird looking. Yeah, like look at that. That's like a plant life person. That thing is so fungal. We're gonna be here like 20 minutes, and it's gonna take me forever to pick. That's interesting. They're both very similar. Why don't we go with the bird people? Alright, our name. We can kind of randomly choose a name. Or we'll just create our own, and we could be like the cause. Well, it could be like, you know, less obvious. Or you could have like one of those silent Ks. The cause. It's gonna be the name of the race, and then the plural would be the cause. What would they say? They just say it'd be a caw. I don't know if I like the caw. I mean, it's a little too heavy. The cause. Oh, I like that. Cause on the adjective would be cockin'. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, okay. So this is the cause. So let's see, their names. Starflock. Interesting. The Retrix. Like a murder of something. Like a murder of crows. I get it. Let's look at the leader names too. Ship name. Maybe we'll go with the murder of something. Like look at the names of the ships and stuff, like the Glide and the Shriek and the Howl and the Escalade. The planet names, you know, Catan. That would work. Okay, we'll go with that. All right, now we can choose the traits. Deep attachment to the land. Now we want these people to become come from a planet that's not very hospitable. Because look, they're in helmets, so they had to adapt. Thrifty. There's species are instinctively economical and are always looking to make good profit. Not quite what I'm looking for. Industrious members of the species are known for their diligent and hardworking nature. Always yeah. So they're very industrious. They have a plus 15% on minerals. I like that. Intelligent and enjoys faster technological progress. So they're good at researching. Not quite. They're engineers, possibly. Natural physicists, extremely adaptive. No, they're not extremely adaptive at all. Non-adaptive. Yeah, they're non-adaptive. I like that. That gives us a minus 10% habitability. Yeah. Talented, skill level for leaders is better. Quick learners. They're not strong. Excuse me. Nomadic. Species and its members are reluctant to migrate away from where they grew up. Yeah, they're kind of stuck the way they are. So now we get to choose one more, and it can be as high as 2. These people always seek consensus and are more likely to conform to the governing ethics. No. Let's try to find one that's 2. We can't do these. So they're thrifty, intelligent, agrarian. Talented is always an option. Strong. Conformists. So we might have to go with just a 1 here. So natural engineers, natural physicists, natural social. Yeah, no. Rapid breeders. You know, we could go with talented. Yeah, we'll do that. So they're talented and industrious, but they don't like to move. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so we'll go male, and his name, the starting ruler could be the feathers of aquamarine, claws of purple, wings of purple, the beak of purple, eyes of blue, claws of burgundy. This is awesome. Let's see the color variants here. So purple, kind of pinky. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then the wings of khaki, plume of gray, beak of lavender. Wings of silver is our starting ruler's name. So they all talk to each other like that. Definitely very alien. All right, so they come from desert worlds or arid worlds. Dry, rocky world with nitrogen oxygen atmosphere. The dust-covered terrain consists of largely of mesas and canyons. Forests can be found in the more temperate rural regions, but vegetation is otherwise scarce. I like that homeworld name. Well, Majoris Roost. No, we'll just call it Roost. Maybe. What else we got here? Let's find a cool star name and then change our planet. Good start. Burgess, Kyrim the star, Mthan, Scythra, Cyrus, Vislok, Cyrus. Penkar, Twackstar, Penkar again, Grumbach, Jacktag, Golkintuk, Penkar again, Cyrus again. Let's get a good name, come on. Cyrus, Fraknar, Yaris, Kyrim. We'll do Kyrim. And their home world. I was gonna go with like crevice, but probably not. There's roost, there's nest, obviously. The planet could just be Kyre, and this Kyre. Kyres. Kyrim's blessing? Like they worship their sun, and so their planet is the blessing of their sun? Kyrim's blessing is the home world. Starting solar system of random, it's an arid world. And let's see, the avian city looks like that. I almost think they'd have something more like that, more mammalian. Mollusk, no. Fungoid, no. Reptilian, possibly. I kind of like the mammalian city. Okay. Now we get to choose their ethics and government. Of course. Let's see. So, are they militaristic? No. Xenophobes? You could argue, maybe. A little bit xenophobic. Their slavery tolerance is higher. Individualists, definitely. So better energy, but poor slavery tolerance and ethics divergence. Community is a means to an end, not an end to itself, only by empowering the individual to reach the maximum potential. So yeah, they're individualist. Materialists, not so much. Pacifists, no, I wouldn't say that. Xenophile, collectivist. Society has long since evolved. So this would bounce back over here. So they're either individualists or collectivists. They're individualists, but they're spiritual. Sure. And xenophobes? Takes them to be higher. Yeah, they kind of want to be left on their own. To reach into the vast and uncharted expanse of the galaxy, for we are gambling with the very survival of our species. Yeah, and that's why they're so reluctant to go into other planets, we'll say. So their government holds an election every 5 years. Indirect democracy, where citizens vote on officials who are elected to represent them. Government is a spiritualistic form of democracy where religious councils supervises the democratic process. No, they're not going to be super spiritual like that in that sense. Maybe it'll just be an indirect democracy. Government, yeah, so that would leader skill levels +1, leader recruitment costs. Every 5 years is a new election. Yeah, I like that. Empire name. The Caucasus Allied Worlds, Tribes, Confederacy, Democratic Council, Coalition, the Caucasus League, Caucasus Nation, Republican Caucasus Planets, Democratic, Confederation of Kyrim, Caucasus Republican States, the Caucasus Accord, Confederation, Sovereignty of Kyrim, Commonwealth, State, Allied Caucasus Sons, Interstellar, oh no, Republic. So many choices. United Caucasus Tribes. Kind of like that. Let's see what else there is. Assembly of Kyrim, Caucasus Assembly, League of Kyrim, Caucasus Republic, Democratic Republic of Kyrim, Union of Stars, Confederation. Wow, there's so many options. The Assembly. Man, I don't know. This is big. Like, what do we call our empire? League of Kyrim. What was the one that we had that I liked? Union. Sovereign Caucasus colonies. What was it? What was it? Oh, I don't remember. For the Assembly. Man, I don't remember what it was. It's gonna pop out of me. Confederation, Galactic Accord, Democratic Caucasus Sons, Council of Kyrim, Administration, now. Oh man. Nation of Kyrim, Caucasus Confederacy. I feel like I've bounced through at least like 7 million times. The Mandate. Man. I gotta settle on one here. Oh, I knew this was going to be the longest part. Star Confederate. What was the one I liked? Maybe we'll just go with the assembly. I don't like that one as much though. There's the United Cause something. Union. Oh, I could just type my own in, I suppose. Oh, I think it was United Caucase clans. Yeah, we'll go with that. I think that's what it was. The idea of them being clans. Yeah. I like it. Now we can choose their flag. Let's see, we got like wings. Multiple feathers. Kind of like the sword. What kind of colors do we like? You like a blue? Kind of like that. Yeah. The United Clans. Yeah, we can do that. You have this like bird foot, feathers, weird thing there, some wings. I don't know what that is. There's that too, but we like this with the wings. How's that look? Ooh, that looks nice too. Yeah. Alright, so the weapons they use for their ships. Missile weapons with nuclear warheads. Excellent range, but they are vulnerable to interception by point defense systems. Energy weapons. They're effective at medium to close range, largely ignoring bulk. I'd say they use missiles. They've got a nice long range. They don't like to get close. And hyperspace. A lot of ships typically breach the dimension of I've never used hyperspace in this game before. Travel is fast but limited to existing paths along the hyperspace network. Sure. And do they use an avian ship or a mollusk-looking ship? I kind of like the mollusk-looking ship for them. So here we go, the United Caucus Clans. Or Caucase Clans, I keep wanting to say Caucus. So we've saved them. So if we go back to our empires here, we're going to force all the empires I've created in. So we got the Sparn, we have the Aughts, the Consciousness of Bright, and the Second Union, and the clans. We're going to play as these guys. And our galaxy size will be, excuse me, medium. And we'll do AI empires. We could do like 12 empires with 4 of them with advanced starts, difficulty normal. We'll actually bump that up to hard. And Iron Man mode, sure. Let's make it fun. Cool. Here we go. Alright, here we go. In the eons, since the first primitive Caucase communities took shape in the dry canyons and messes of Kyrim's blessing, our civilization has spread and prospered. We're driven forward by steady scientific progress and armed conflicts between nation-states. We were driven forward by steady scientific progress, and armed conflicts between nation-states became increasingly rare. The framework for global democratic government was eventually laid, and when the last holdouts voluntarily joined, we stood united as a single nation. Now, after the discovery of the Hyperlane network, the finest minds of the United Caucase clans have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. This is going to be cool. So our ruler is the Wings of Silver. I like this. I'm excited about these guys. Alright, so let's begin. So this is Kyrim, our star. It's a Class K star. They're orange dwarves, fairly common sight. They're stable on the main sequence for up to 30 billion years, meaning that the worlds orbiting these stars have a longer than average window to evolve life. Hence us right here at Kyrim's Blessing. Okay, so we chose like a mollusky look for our planet, our stuff. I already like kind of the smooth texture of things. It almost looks Protossy. I think it's going to fit just fine with what we want. They look very sleek. Okay, so our home world of Kyrim's Blessing is right here. This is where we came from, the clans of Kyrim, basically the Caucase clans, excuse me. Around us in the solar system, we have Travu, which is orbiting just outside of our planet. We have Krot, and we have Cruz Cocoon. Outside of this, wow, there's a big solar system here. Outside of the asteroid belt, we've got Rikichi's Roost is the moon around Trippy-Tit. And you've got Fright and Burbot, and then it just zooms out. You've got Croton, Fidget, Frippet. You got a planet with several moons here. And this is a ring world here. Or, I'm sorry, rings around this planet. And then outside of here... Well, honey. Sure. So yeah, that's our solar system. That's this planet with the 3 moons and the rings is the furthest outside, and its orbit has generated its own little ring system. So let's look at the galaxy, where we are in the universe. So this is us. You zoom out, and we can only travel across the highway. So that's what all these connected dots are. And so, like for example, this planet that's way out here on the fringe, only one way there for us. If somebody had a warp travel, they'd probably have to do it that way too. But if you had a wormhole, you'd have a wormhole travel. You would have a ring, and you could go anywhere within that ring. So this is a very interesting universe, and we're limited to hyperspace hyperlanes to travel, but it's fast, and we can go anywhere as long as we bounce across. Sweet. So we're going to zoom in here, and we've got to pick some researches first. So we've got the claws of gold, the wings of khaki, and the wings of purple as our people here. So we're going to select our first research. This guy is good at, looking at upgrading our spaceships. And this guy is excellent in military work, and this guy is good at rocketry. Okay. So the first one, we can choose solar panel network for our, what are they called? Spaceports. And it's something you can add to your spaceport. It's a module, and the modules are what you can add to your spaceport. We can get extra power for our ship designs, or better power plants. I think we're going to go ahead with the power for our ships. So we'll select our society research, and we will immediately try to get colony ships, so we can expand if we want to. Although, that's not the nature of our people here. We can improve farms and food, or monthly influence. I'm trying to play to these guys. Let's propaganda broadcast. The edict creates information delivery mechanisms. So it's an edict we get. Don't really want an edict, actually. We'll go ahead with the colony ships just so it's available to us. And so we can colonize if we have to. In our engineering research, we can get better thrusters, a defense platform that we can build. with our construction ship, or better armor. I feel like these guys would have outposts around as defensive mechanisms because they're not ready to expand, so they may not have as many planets, but they definitely can do defense platforms around the area. So we've got our research set, and those are going to, once we unpause, they're going to slowly, over the time, tick away and be researched. We'll get our fusion and our defense platforms first. The colony ships will take a little bit longer. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and this is our science ship right here. We're going to go ahead and survey the whole system. So they're going to look at everything in this system and scan it to see if we can start getting some resources, and our construction ship will get to work. We have this the first murder is the name of this fleet, and I kind of like that name for this group. But we could send them outside the system to zip around, and we're actually going to do that. We're going to set their fleet stance to evasive, so that if there's an enemy encounter, they will zip back out. And we're going to go ahead and just queue up areas for them to go look around. The orange circle around here is our space, what we own. So we can build anything within that area. So yeah, so that's all queued up. This is all set. Let's take a look at our government screen here. So the Wings of Silver is our president, and he could be re-elected in the next 5 years. 5 years from now, we'll have a new election. We can hold 12 total spacecraft currently. Our edicts and edict durations have no modifiers. Right now we're making energy credits, which is basically currency in the game. Minerals, what we use to build things, and our influence is how we expand. This is just how much research we get per month and how quickly we can get research stuff done. We don't have any strategic resources. We have 1 out of 5 directly controlled planets. We can control more, and that can grow as well. Let's see. Because of... Oh, our president is excellent at building modules, and so we have minus 20% discount on module cost. That's awesome. So we've got that bonus going for us as long as the Wings of Silver is our president. Perfect. His traits are Home in the Sky and Deep Connections. I assume Home in the Sky is what affects modules for our spaceport and the discount we get, and I'm not sure what Deep Connections does. Policies right now are war economy is static, slavery is prohibited in our nation, purge is prohibited, orbital bombardment is limited, that's fine. Only our primary species can migrate, which is our clans. I kind of feel like that should be free. We'll keep it primary. Resettlement is prohibited. I like that. Primary species has the only say in voting. Leadership, only the primary species. And our first contact protocol should be peaceful or aggressive. I feel like we're very defensive race, so we'll keep that aggressive. Let's see. So our population is only made up of us, and there's no real adverse effects. Looking at our empire, we have our one planet. Our leaders are the governor is of this planet is the Feathers of Bronze, and then you've got our scientists, and then our leader, of course, is the Wings of Silver. Perfect. So that's all there is. So we can design ships, but there's nothing really to edit right now for our ships. Technology situation log, nothing to go there. So we'll unpause and let the game go. So as you can see, our science vessel is going to go and start surveying the system. There he goes. He's going to scan the sun. You can see his progress here. Our first murder is already flying out using hyperspace. So they warp in. They're going to just check out the system, and then they're going to warp back out. That's where they're going now. They're warping to a new system. They're just coming in here and checking things, giving us an idea of what everything is. Alright, so we saw that our science vessel scanned the sun, and there was no importance there. We can't build anything there. He's going through. There's nothing on our moon for Cause Irie. He's going to go over this way. What's his fleet sense evasive, so he'll try to avoid any conflict. I like that. Already, our oh wow, it looks like our influence expanded slightly. I could be wrong. They've already finished their job. We're gonna have them return home. Our science vessel did scan Cruise Cocoon, and there are minerals there. So we're going to go ahead and grab our construction ship, which is right here. You can also click it right here. And we're going to right-click on the moon, and we're going to build a mining station there. It costs 90 of our 140. It's already been taken out. And that'll also cost a little bit of energy to run that station, but nothing that's going to hurt us. So this guy's going to go ahead and get started building the mining station. There it is. And he's going to send out little ships to get to work on that. Perfect. Outside of that, there's been nothing else discovered in the system. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up a little bit, because there's not much else to do right now. Here come our military ships from their travel. Looks like we got another moon with minerals. He's nearly done with this construction, or this mining station. Perfect. So we're getting an extra 2 minerals per month. And we'll go ahead and build another mining station on this moon. So right here, if you zoom out to the galaxy mode, it'll tell you what we're getting. There's 4 in the system right now that we've found, and we're getting 2. Apparently our science vessel also just found engineering research, which would help speed up our research in the engineering department. Oh, we could start improving our fleet, but we really don't have the income to do that yet. We're only getting 12 a month. Ooh, some energy right there. It's a gas giant. Perfect. Got another one up. Let's get our research station up next. More power over our freight. So these 2 gas giants really giving us energy, whereas this blue one has research for us. And the moons are where we're getting our minerals. Interesting. It's not always like that. Looks like we have a solid system, though, that we're in. He's looking at this planet here. What do you bet it's like energy or something? Or nothing at all? Nope, nothing. Hopefully these moons have something on them. Maybe some more minerals. That'd be nice. If we could get 6 minerals from our home system, that would be very helpful. Oh, perfect. You must have already scanned this one and both of these. Okay. But that's awesome. So we can get already a potential of 6 minerals. And we'll send our construction ship there next, because we're going to outdo ourselves there if we don't. And then we should go get the power. A frozen world. What could be here? Nothing. So he's done scanning the system, so we can actually send him outside of the system, and there appears to be potentially habitable planets here and here. But this says one of them is an arid world, so why don't we survey this system next? So he's going to hyperspace travel over there, and we'll go take a look. So what is this? This is the tundra world. This is the arid world. He hasn't surveyed it yet, but it's got decent size for population. And it could be another home for us. We'll see. In the Arbitraeus system. So he's going to go ahead and scan that. Our construction ship is going to continue to build here. We've found an anomaly over in the Arbitraeus system. Colossal impact crater hints that something big collided with the surface of this moon once. We will go ahead and research that. So if you look, our science vessel is going to go back to this system. Oh, he's scanning it over. No, he must be looking it over. This is the moon, because this is the anomaly. So he's going to scout that out for us, see what's going on with that crater on this planet. Okay. Our first stumbling step into the void beyond Kyram's blessings were not motivated solely by curiosity or a desire to conquer the unknown, or a need to leave our mark on the galaxy. The biosphere of Kyram's blessing has undergone rapid changes in the past few centuries, and prominent scientists warn that Kyram's blessing may be faced with the beginnings of a mass extinction event. That cyclical purging of life that is inseparable from planetary existence in the greater cosmos. A research plan has been put together to study a number of planets rendered uninhabitable by major astronomical incidents or planet-bound catastrophes. We hope that by reconstructing these events, a similar fate for may be avoided for Kyram's blessing in the Kakaz race. It falls to U.S. President of the United Caucasus Clans to ensure that this expectation is carried out. Consult the situation log for details. No kidding. So we've created a race that is hesitant to move away from their planet, and there's a possibility that we could go extinct. Let's check the situation log. So, to avoid a potential apocalypse on Kyram's blessing, we must study the effect that major calamities have had on other planets. So if we track all these planets on the map, a massive crater on Arbitraeus V appears to be the result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, we suspect that a ship traveling at full warp rammed the moon for reasons unknown roughly 10,000 years ago. The shriek has picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash site, reminiscent of a collapsed warp field, but as the ship itself disintegrated on impact, the theory cannot be verified. So we gained some research from that. And we're going to go ahead and track these planets on the map to see if we can apparently improve our habitability on other places. Construction ship's done. We're going to go ahead and get the power here because we're already pushing it with power with all the other stations. The Shriek have made a startling find in Arbitraeus 2. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we have encountered life forms that did not originate on Kyram's blessing. The amazing discovery has silenced those who believe we are alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found in the Arbitraeus are sentient, it is likely only a matter of time before we encounter things that are. And we gain research just from that. Perfect. Alright, and if you look on our map, we can see all the planets that we're supposed to research, and thankfully they're all well within our grasp, including, oddly enough, this little guy far out on the outer rim, with one way to get to it. So we've got to scan all those to further our knowledge. Let's see, the priesthoods on Kyram's blessing had a generally favorable reaction to the Shriek's report of complex yet dumb organisms found on alien planets. The findings did spark some interdoctrinal debate. Is this proof that the Kakaz are the lords of all within creation, or have we simply not yet encountered our brethren from beyond the void? So we found, so to speak, dumb life, dumb organisms on a planet, and now the greater minds of the Kaka nation are really debating about it. What's going on out there? This is getting good already. So we go to our science vessel. This system here with a habitable planet. Yep, we can go here, and we already are researching colonization. This system has been very much a big deal for us. Apparently there's potential extinction waiting for us. We can populate this world, and we've got some exploration outside of the system to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 planets? I thought there was a 5th. Yeah, there was a 5th. A broken planet. Burned, chilly, desolate, noxious planet. Maybe there's 2 in one of the systems. We'll find out. There's going to be plenty to build in here, too. We get 17 per month. That's already a nice improvement as far as for minerals. Alright. We knew without a doubt that a living biosphere is not something unique to Kyram's Blessing. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. So we can commend the initiative. We have more important matters to focus on. I'd say this nation is more focused on not going extinct. I'm going to go ahead and get some more power. Oh, we've encountered some form of alien vessel in the Arbitraeus system. This system is teeming with life. These strange objects have been flagged as alpha menace. Until we learn more about them, we should proceed with caution. Interesting. And Kyram's Blessing is an uproar following the news of an unidentified ship sighted in the world. Their intentions unknown. It would be prudent to assume the worst. And we're so hesitant about other life. Let's investigate. We'll research that, and when we research that, that will pause the research of our colonial ships. So we found somebody right here. This is the alien menace, and they appear to be like these jellyfishy, squid-looking things. This guy's done scanning the ship. What is this? Oh, that's him. Excuse me. So let's get him out of there. Let's, well, we can go up here and survey this system. And he's going to immediately warp out because he's got hyperspace travel. So there, he's going to go there and survey this system. Perfect. The Bovitar system. Not a bad start. Oh, perfect. We'll pause this. We have unlocked our fusion reactors. Nuclear fusion processes generate a great amount of power, but without many of its risks associated with fission power. And now we can choose a new research since he's done with that one. We can improve our research speed with administrative AI. We can get deflectors for our ships, or we can produce better energy on planets. Let's go ahead with the deflectors. I've had them in the past. They're very helpful. That'll take only just 24 months to research. Perfect. Survey of that system was complete. I like it. We've already got almost this whole system as far as things built on. Boy, Fidget's a useless planet. Oh, wow. We have 3 extra minerals over here. I didn't even see those. Construction ship is done. We'll send them right over here to build more. So within our own system, we can have 9 minerals per month just from that one system. The diviners named the beginnings floating through the air dark Tianki. We are to keep respectful distance. So that was the nature of the race that we found in here. Apparently we should be hesitant about them. And because they had a 75 strength power, we're going to go ahead and upgrade our fleet because they also have 75, and it'd be better to have a stronger group. So let's actually go to the ship designer. Oh, what's this? Oh, we can research New technology over here. Army damage and minerals by powered exoskeletons, better mining networks, or engineering facility. We'll go with the exoskeletons. Because, I mean, look at them. They're already in suits. Give them some armor. We're going to go ahead and pause it and go into the ship designer. Oh wow, we can customize their defensive platforms. That's kind of cool. Because they were just finished, so they fire medium nuclear missiles. And apparently they have enough power to provide for themselves. Good. So our default corvette is called the Float. And this is what it looks like. This is our attack ship. That's the Shriek. It's our construction ship. Nice. And then our science ship. Looks like a little city that flies around. I like it. Alright, so let's go ahead and create a new design of Corvette. We can choose what it looks like and what it brings. So there's the Shifter, Interceptor, or Striker Core. This brings medium weapons, this brings 3 small, this brings 1, but has more utility slots. We're going to go ahead with the Striker Core. And our small will be nuclear missiles. And our medium will be nuclear missiles, because that's all we can put on there right now. Yes.
Twisty marshmallow.
No. Okay, so our fusion reactor provides almost enough power. We'll throw a fission reactor on there just to give us an extra bump. And we'll name this the Hawk class Corvette. No. Stir fry. Sorry, my daughter's asking me a question.
It's broccoli and rice.
Yeah, do you want some?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll name the design of this one, not the Hawk class. We want something more powerful for the Hawk, so we'll choose a smaller bird. We'll choose the not a Blue Jay, but a smaller bird. How about like the Swallow class Corvette? Sweet. So there she is. Pretty basic, and we'll upgrade this class as we get more for it. Alright, let's take a unpaused look here. This is our Kyram's Blessing. This is the spaceport. Above the planet, this is where our ships are built from. We're going to go ahead and start building some new Corvettes. And they're going to go right into the first murder, which is our fleet. So we're going to go ahead and make the Swallow class. We're going to build 2 ships? Could we do 3? Could we double the strength of this thing? We'll double the strength of our fleet. Just so we have a better defense system. Our construction ship has already finished over here? No. They hadn't started, and we just ran out of money to build that mining station, but we'll fix that. We'll just cancel one of these. Perfect. So we should have enough money to build a mining station. What happened was he probably just arrived, and the money went away before he could do it. And our fleet is already improving in strength. They have 100 now, which is better than what we encountered in the other system. We're going to continue upgrading this. Now we can. Apparently the default Corvette system doesn't need an upgrade. That's fine. This system was completely surveyed, and there was only one planet that was worth anything. And it gives us 2 energy. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and survey this system next, seeing how it has one of the research we need for the planets. Our ships are done building. Yeah, so if we're not going to go extinct, we're going to have to look at these planets, apparently. Can I not get in there? Now I can. Mass extinction. Okay, our astronomers are confident that the asteroid belt in the system was once a habitable planet, torn asunder by unknown forces. A special project has been issued to study one of the major asteroids in the belt. Perfect. So he's going to go check that out. And hopefully we'll avoid mass extinction. We've still got 4 other planets to look at. Apparently our construction ship is already done here building this station. We'll go ahead and build the last station we need. Or have we done every state? Does every planet have a station now? Slow the speed down a little bit. Yep, that one does, that one does. It looks like this system is completely taken care of. So we can go ahead and send our construction ship over to this planet. Or over to this system, excuse me. And we'll immediately go get more minerals because we're greedy. And our ships here, the first murder, are done constructing. Can we add one more ship on there? We can. So we'll double our strength and then we'll send them over to help as well, in case those aliens don't like us. I will.
I don't want the meat from Stellaris.
So as soon as that extra ship is done, we'll send it over as well. Construction ship is already there. Is the alien race even here? No. So what's that? Interesting. Either that's a life form or something warp traveled away. Odd. Okay. Well, our survey ship is here. He hasn't scanned. He has scanned this broken planet, and let's see. Our science vessel is not a high enough level to scan this yet. He needs to level up. So if we go and look at our science vessel, well, he's 3 stars. So we can send him over to research. As soon as he's done looking at the whole system, we'll send him over to research that planet. So we can avoid mass extinction. And again, if you're just tuning in, our nation is the United Kakaz clan. We're birds in suits. We have a 13 naval capacity, which was improved when we had 12 when we first started, so apparently we've done enough research and looked around. We have a better module cost for building additional things on our spaceports. We're inclined to not colonize planets only because we like the way we are, and we're xenophobes, so we don't really care for other aliens. And yeah, what are all our traits here? So we're industrious, we don't adapt well, we're sedentary, we like to be left alone, we're talented, we prefer arid planets. And our governing ethics is we're individualists, we're xenophobes, and we're spiritualists. So, yeah. The ruler trait. Okay, so this is the ruler traits, Mr. Wings of Silver. And he will be, there should be an election, what? Next year already. Wow. His spaceport build costs are better, and module costs. Oh, perfect. And so that's why we actually have cheaper things we build at the spaceport, which is nice. So our Corvettes are getting a discount, and our monthly influence is stronger. So he's firmly entrenched in the web that makes up the political machine. So the Wings of Silver is very political. Alright, so our construction ship needs more work. There he is. He's built the mining station above the planet of Arbitraeus 5. And all these planets are named Arbitraeus because they circle around the Arbitraeus star. So we can go ahead and improve our research in the society aspect. So we're going to go ahead and send our construction ship there. We're already gaining 22 minerals a month, which is phenomenal this early in the game. So a new election is happening soon. So we can actually pause it. We take a look at the election overview. So each candidate enters the election with a mandate and the backing of a specific faction seeking voter support. On election day, all population may vote to do so, and the winner is elected president. So the only one that's running right now is the Wings of Silver again. And he supports mining off-world, and he's a 100% chance to get it. So there's nobody running against the Wings of Silver. And the election is in 5 months. So he's definitely going to be the ruler for another 5 years. Not bad at all. We can up the speed a little bit. Once we start getting some more money here, we can upgrade our fleet even more if we wanted to. Okay, the survey is done. Now we will send our science ship over here to research what's going on in this rock. So we'll right click, we'll click research project. So he's going to go over. He's already 4-star. What? How old is this guy? He's 46. He's got plenty of life left. 4 stars at 46 is pretty dang good. We can send our construction ship here to check out, get these minerals as well. But he's going to research this project, which if you look in the situation log, he's taking care of now, and it'll finish in 46 days, and that's flying by. Curious to see what he has to say. Almost done. Campaign to elect a new president is underway. The results. Okay, cool. So everything's paused. The asteroid is in actually a chunk of what was once a habitable and probably inhabited planet. Regular but overlapping fracture patterns indicate that the planetary demolition was intentional and controlled, if somewhat rushed. All signs point to this planet being the homeworld of whatever species destroyed it. We may never know what drove them to consider planetary annihilation to be the lesser evil, and perhaps we should be grateful for that. Interesting. And so the election is happening right now. Oh! I'm going to pause this. So it used to just be the Wings of Silver, but we have a couple other people that have stepped in. So we have the Claws of Gold, who is and the Feathers of Bronze, and the Wings of Purple. I believe a couple of these are science vessel guys. Right now the faction is supporting the Wings of Silver, but the vote sharing is pretty split. Alright, I will be right back. I'm going to go get some food for my daughter. Wesley? No. All right, I'm back. Sorry for the break. So it looks like any three of these guys could go with an alternative, or I'm sorry, the nation could go with an alternative. It looks like the current support is for Wings of Silver, and his current support is 100%. Chance to gain 10 support per month. Okay, so this is a prediction of support. So it looks like we may still end up with the Wings of Silver, unless something happens. So I can choose to support somebody at the cost of influence. I like what the Wings of Silver has. What do these guys offer? So his corvettes would build faster. All about edicts with him. This is what we have. Feathers of bronze. Oh no, we have him. So we would get more food with bronze and better building. Okay. Right now we have the home in the sky and the deep connection, so we gain more influence and our spaceport builds better. This guy's charismatic and has a plus 25 year lifespan, so he's going to live a while. I have 340 influence, and I gain +4 a month. I think I'm going to support Wings of Silver. I like him. So he is now... I can support again, but right now he's got a 48% chance. I like his odds. Cool. So we'll unpause. We'll slow the speed down to normal so we don't miss anything. And the results will be announced for the new election in April. Sweet, so it's almost February. Alright, so our science ship is all done looking at the system. If we want to continue trying not to be extinct, we can go this way or we can go this way. Why don't we head down this way? These surveys are still with this planet is still within our space, so to speak. So we'll go look at that. Apparently one of our researches has completed. We can now colonize new planets, and we'll select new research. So naval capacity, the amount of ships we can have. We can look at biolabs or army upkeep price. We'll get biolabs. Biolabs are specialized institutions generating society research. Sure, why not? We'll go ahead and get those. Our construction ship is all done building here, so we're getting +4 as far as society research. And let's see, we need more power before we build more stations. So we'll go ahead and send our construction ship up to this planet. The only valuable thing in this system is this energy credit that they'll be giving us. Science ship has just arrived to the Gorim system, and they're going to be looking there. Okay. A new ruler has been elected. Wings of Silver will rule for another 5 years. Perfect. Consult the situation log for details on their mandate. Wings of Silver was elected on a platform of increasing mineral output by building mining stations in orbit around suitable planets. And if we build 4 more mining stations, we will get a bonus of influence. So if we get 4 more mining stations, he'll actually more than pay for the support I gave him. Perfect. So that was his big spiel to get reelected, is he'll build more mining stations. So we just got to find them because we've already built a bunch. We can also consider colonizing Arbitraeus. Where is it? Arbitraeus 2? Yeah. It's the arid planet, because we thrive on arid planets, and the habitability here is 80%. I believe it would be 100, but because we're sedentary and don't like to move around and leave our planet, we get a -20% influence. But apparently there's a possible threat of extinction if we don't explore all these other planets. Mass extinction through the ages, and we could have some sort of apocalypse. So it may be good to have more than one planet. Our survey ship is getting to work under here. He's already found 2 planets. This is a continental world. Apparently we can't even get that. Hey Gloria, can you get him down? My son is perched in an odd spot and needs help. Got a little extra as far as minerals here. What's this? What's this? Yeah, we know that already. Well, why don't we go ahead and strengthen our fleet a little bit? 6 ship isn't too daunting, so we'll go ahead and build a couple more Swallow corvettes. I'm glad we were able to get Wings of Silver as our president again. He's the man. I like being this bird-like nation. And we don't like other people that well. So we're gonna have some real diplomacy penalties in the future. Could make life very hard. But that's okay. We're already playing on a hard difficulty, so why not make it harder? So as soon as he's done, he's already done surveying. So there's no minerals in that network. We're gonna go ahead and send him down here. Gonna work our way to this outer rim planet. This whole cluster here, this little arm, is really separated, at least for us, without the kind of space travel we have. Be nice to find some minerals. This is our science ship. Why isn't he? There he goes. How's our technology research coming? So our deflectors are almost done. Our exoskeletons are very much nearly done. Perfect. Now, we have not found any other races yet. Now I believe I only chose like 12 other races for this whole system. So it could be a while before we find anybody. And we did force the races that I created already in this universe. And we are the United Kakaz clan. And we're birds. Kakaz. Ha ha ha. We're geniuses. So how much would it be for a colony ship? We'll just check that out briefly. If we wanted to colonize another planet, we'd come here, and a colony ship is 350 minerals. Okay, so it's expensive. Okay, so a class 12 asteroid belt orbits this moon in a small planetoid orbit appears to be far too stable for its presence. We'll go ahead and research that. We have researched exoskeletons. We'll go ahead and pause the game, check out new research. So we can get fusion missiles for our ship, we can get better thrusters for our ship, or we can improve our spaceport and have extra modules for it. I kind of want to do this because we already have a president that is good with spaceports, and these things would be cheaper than normal. Although improving our weapons would be nice too. The damage output is much better. We'll go ahead and do the spaceport for right now. You don't know when the technology here that you can research. It's a random 3 every time. There's sort of a tech tree to it, but it's somewhat randomized, so you don't know when you're going to get something next, and the spaceport is rarer and harder to get. You're going to want to improve that. So he's looking at the anomaly on the asteroid. Our fleet is done improving. And yeah. So our fleet now has 201 military power, which is pretty decent for at this stage in the game. And let's see, these 3 corvettes. We have the Swallow class and the Float class, which is the default class. So these are our custom corvettes. And they've got the three other classes in there. And I wonder... Oh, we're still paused. We can unpause. Float, corvette. So what is the difference versus the Swallow? Just has more power, that's all. Cool. Not much going on. The construction ship is done. So we've got that power we needed. Of course, we're supposed to get 2, but we added more ships on, so that also costs power. Everything costs power. And we can only construct buildings within our space. So if we were going to expand our range, we probably should colonize this planet over here just to increase our influence. So maybe we'll consider doing that once we get enough minerals. As far as research 5, 9, and 7, we'll go ahead and get this one to up that to 7. And then we can up this one to 9. And then this system will be completely exploited. Alright, so this asteroid, for some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around Ulim Lila? I'm not sure how that is. Massive engine section and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they begun. Interesting. So we'll gain +3 just for that research. Nice. And he's going to continue looking at the system. Apparently there's a habitable planet in this system. It's a Gaia world, which is like an ideal temperate world with nitrogen, oxygen, atmosphere, and a resilient ecosystem, optimal conditions for all known higher forms of life. So this is essentially the perfect planet. And it's not as big as the other planet. And if you look at its surface, there's a lot more resources here. We can actually, that's one thing I didn't show. Like if you go to our planet, you know, our star is Kyrim, and then our planet's Kyrim's Blessing. If you go here, you can look at the surface. Most of it's colonized. There's some areas with slums and wastelands that we can clear and get rid of at the cost of money. But the Gaia planet is very rich in minerals. What about Arbitraeus 2? What does its surface look like? It's barren and arid, and there's some things to clear. Oh, our influence has already started to expand a little bit in an odd shape. We might go down here and take this Gaia planet. I think that's what we'll do. We'll take Gorine the Third instead. Yeah, we'll take this planet. I mean, it's just got a nice, very friendly surface. So we just built another station, which took away some money. So it's going to be a little bit before we maybe if we cancel this, we could get started on the colony ship sooner. Maybe we'll do that. Can we cancel this construction? How do we cancel? Click to disband this fleet. We may be stuck. No, we don't want that. We locked into building it? We may be. I guess we're stuck with it, so we'll just have to wait for this to beef up. And we need 350. Our science vessel is, what, still here? No, he's down here. Checking out everything that it has to offer in the Elysium system. We've completed the research station here. We have research deflectors. That's perfect. So we can now get a new research here. We can get improved deflectors, solar panel network for our space platform. Build a physics lab. We get the improved deflectors already. We'll go ahead and get the solar panels. That actually generates energy for us, and that's something we're hurting for. So we'll go ahead and research for that. Construction ship, we'll have him stay where he is because we're going to be building a colony ship first, and you won't have any money to build anything. We can, I believe, go out here if we wanted. How do we build a defense platform? Military station. Can we go anywhere in our star system to defend the area? That must be what it is. But we want to build the colony ship. So we still need 47. So it'd be like 3 months. And then we can colonize that Gaia planet, even though our race is not huge on moving out. And this is the first game I've played where we really haven't encountered a bunch of different races early on. We just saw those squid things that were hostile. So the science ship has finished researching this system. We'll go ahead and send him down here next. And he'll just zip over there. And we're nearing the ability to produce. We'll go ahead and up the speed. And pretty soon we'll have our first colony ship underway. Oh! We've encountered another... Oh, okay, so apparently we have a beta menace. So let's see if we can go over there. Our ship is already fleeing the scene. So we don't know what that was, but we're researching what it is. And our science ship is programmed to run away from any harmful beings. Yeah, he's evasive. So once we research that, find out what it is, and if it's even attackable, we can send our fleet there, clear that area, and continue researching. And we can build our colony ship now. Pretty soon we'll be colonizing the planet. Perfect. So that'll take some time to build. 330 days at this point. And we'll find out what that menace was down here. We almost have enough money to build an extra ship here, but that will queue up after our colony ship. So we're actually going to go ahead and move our first murder fleet down into this system with our science vessel. And we may go ahead and attack whatever that hostile alien was. So they're going to zip out. And here they go. And they're going to just zip right through systems. This is a pretty fast way of travel. But again, you're limited. If you zoom out here, you have three different ways you can choose to travel. There's wormhole technology, there's warp technology, and then there's hyperspace. And hyperspace travel is one of the fastest, but you're limited to all these lanes. Whereas if you had a wormhole, you'd have a big circle around wherever your wormhole generator is, and you can zip anywhere over there, but it's a little bit slower. And then warp travel is you can go anywhere, but you just have to blip across any planet. It's the slowest, but less involved. Alright, so this is the race we found. Void clouds. A cloud reads the odd report, collated from multiple sources, like a cloud of luminous star stuff billowing in the dark. The report goes on to refer to the phenomenon, somewhat poetically, as a void cloud. It is evident to the priesthood of the United Caucasus clans that these clouds are heralds animated by some higher will. Exactly who or what this will belongs is the subject of heated debate, and is likely to remain so for the foreseeable future. Until such time as the void cloud's true nature can be ascertained, it would perhaps be prudent to treat the immense power evident in its rolling motion with some caution. So we can either study them, or we're going to attack them, and that's what we're going to do. So that's how we feel about them. So void clouds. Neutralize a void cloud to sift through its primordial star stuff. We have to kill one. Well, guess what? Our ship's already on the way. So we're going to send our first murder there and see if, like, a fight with these guys is doable. They could be a lot stronger than we anticipated. So let's see once they arrive to the system. They should be here now. Nope. Don't you dare evade. Aggressive. We're going to go ahead and attack this. This is going to be a close battle. We may lose some ships. They have 178 to our 201. We're going to go ahead and fire our missiles at them. Nice. So if we click on this, we can see that we have a better chance of winning this battle. They're doing some damage to our one corvette, but we are just pounding them with nuclear warheads. We may lose a corvette or two here, but we are just pummeling this void cloud. We still haven't lost a ship, and it's already down to a third of its health. We're going to lose one corvette, though. We just lost one. That's unfortunate. Which also means we lost some firepower. We have no leader running this show either. These are just our Corvettes doing what we want them to do. Looks like we're going to kill it. So we beat it. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and pause it. It already is. Brought down by the United Kakaz clan, the Void Cloud did not die easy. Just before the Void Cloud's electromagnetic field finally collapsed, sending its star stuff spiraling through the system, many crew members engaged in the battle reported a sudden sense of dread of coming doom. Perhaps we have sinned. How could we atone not knowing what we have wronged? Interesting. So, malfaction modifier added for 48 months, giving the following effects: -10 happiness to our whole culture. Interesting. So we upset something, and we're like a spiritualist nation. That's great. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it, see what all these notifications are. So our society research is finished, so we can go research purity campaigns, a celebration of purity, perhaps of spirit or of the body or purpose, depending on whatever goal we have in mind. So we can unlock a monument to purity, which improves happiness, coincidentally. We can have galactic ambitions, which improves our border of our nation, or we can do genome mapping, so our lifespan increases by 10 years and our food is better. We're going to go ahead and get the galactic ambitions and just improve our borders. Even though we don't plan to expand too much, having stronger borders will allow us to defend our area better.
Where did this come from?
I don't know, go put, yeah, I'll take it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We have a time project. We can go research the space cloud dust if we wanted to, or go collect it. We might get some minerals here. We have a negative balance of energy. Probably in part due to our happiness and our building maintenance right now, but that should improve. That was the evading that we canceled. Our fleet did well. We're going to go ahead and send it home. We'll unpause. We'll send our science vessel back here to survey the system. And our construction ship should now have the money to continue building in this system. So we have already got one there, one there, and one there. This is the last one that we have to build a research station on. So he's going to go do that. These guys are going to go return home and re-heal. We still at 93% health. And we still got plenty of planets to do that. We still have to do this minor mandate. We've already done one. We need 3 more. So hopefully that happens soon. Our colony ship is nearly done being built. We should see it outside of the spaceport very soon. And then we will travel down to the Goreem system, and we will colonize this planet, this Gaia world, this perfect world, so to speak. It's got a volcano on it, and some dangerous wildlife, but those are things we can get rid of over time. We might even rename the planet, even though it's circling the star of Goreem. It may become a new name. Everything should have a story behind it. Firm believer in that. And names are important. Perfect. Our colony ship is done. Let's go check it out. There she blows. Our new colony ship. And there is our other fleet coming to heal up. So we're going to go ahead and send this colony ship to the Goreem system. And you'll watch. Our circle of influence and space will improve as soon as we colonize that planet. So we have found a cluster of shapes on the barren surface of Capella 3 around the Capella star that could be buildings. We'll research that. And we will continue to send our colony ship to the sky system as we expand in space as the Kaka clan. Colonize this planet. We will choose where we will drop off, and it'll affect adjacent squares. as well. So we'll go ahead right here. So our colony ship is now going to zip out to that system. Perfect. What's going on in this system here? First motor fleet has been fully repaired. That's excellent news. What is this? We have unemployed population. Consider putting them in productive use by clearing surface tiles. Okay, so if we go to our home planet, we have all this population around in all these squares. They're unemployed. They're not doing anything here. So if we go over here and we build something on this terrain, we can start harvesting something from them. Do we need food on this planet? No, we've got an abundance of food. So, what do we need? Wow, -8 power. We're going to go ahead and build a power plant, which will give us 3 power. And that should also reduce after we're colonizing a planet, because that takes a lot of power.
Can I go outside and Emmy's ask her mom, and can I bring my dinner outside?
No. You have to finish your dinner before you can go outside. Sorry, my daughter keeps jumping on in. And apparently my son just ran outside. I will be right back. Why is Wesley outside? Alright, sorry about that. Alright, we'll continue this research here, see what's going on. Cluster of shapes on the barren surface of Capella, which apparently could be buildings. Capella the second. Capella 2. Alright, and our colony ship is almost to the Gaia planet. Oh yeah, and our fleet has been fully repaired, and we have a surplus of funds here. Even though we're negative energy, I feel like we're going to be able to balance that out very soon. So we're going to go ahead and build about three corvettes. So we're going to beef up our fleet. We lost 1 ship. By the end of this, we'll have 10. Okay, so there was an alien colony in Capella 2 once, or at least an early attempt at one. Science officer Feathers of Khaki reported that the efforts was obviously premature. Feathers of Khaki. The ramshackle structure never standing a chance against the hostile climate of Capella 2. Not wanting to leave empty-handed, the Shriek has recovered a defunct atmospheric filtration unit that may be of some interest. So we gained the technology of tundra colonization. So we live on arid planets, and now we can colonize tundra planets. Perfect. Cool. So we can go ahead and choose new research. Even though we're already doing one, we could just continue the galactic ambitions. Cool. Okay. So that he'll continue. Our construction ship is all done over here. So this system is completely exploited as far as what it offers. Aha! And our influence is already starting to expand because our colony ship is colonizing the planet. Yes, it started, correct? Why isn't it colonizing? Our colony ship has gently touched down at the mouth of a large river delta at one of the several continents that can be found on Turitita. This temperate forested region will serve as an ideal first landing site. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony's temporary power source. Hundreds of small tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. The first Kakaz city on an alien world. A great day for the United Kakaz clans, and we gain research just by colonizing the planet. So, as you can see, it's going to take time to colonize, and the process is just eating up some of our power each month, and will take 12 months. So that's a high cost of energy. But, in the end, I mean, you look at the surface, we'll be able to exploit a lot of this. So if we zoom out, once this is colonized, I imagine our, Kakaz space, the United Kakaz clan space, will expand around here now. But, we can take our construction ship, come right into the system, and start building. Oh, we don't have enough money. We could definitely use this power source here. I'm seeing how we're -9, especially because we're building a bigger fleet as well, which you can see right here. So you've got, over at Kyram's Blessing, you've got the spaceports building corvettes, and we're building a power plant on our home planet, which should help too. As soon as we have enough money, we will next month send this over and get some more power at the cost of our minerals. But we have enough minerals coming in right now that going ahead and crunching that down a little bit is fine, especially at the rate we're losing power. Okay, so we got our money. So we'll go ahead and send our construction ship there to go and build that station. Science ship is still working his way over here. We'll go to this arm. If we can make all of this Kaka space, that'd be terrific. Hopefully there's no other nation over here, other empire. Fleet looking stronger than ever. You know, we can actually go back to the ship designer for our Swallow class corvette, and we can add deflectors to these ships, which will come at a cost of power. But if we build 3 of these, giving our ships great shielding, we can actually take away the fission reactor and add on another fusion reactor. Oh, we're still underpowered. We're going to have to take off one of the shields. So we're well within the power, and we'll go ahead. Oops, it's still the Swallow class, but we did edit it. So it'll be the Swallow 1.1 class. Save. So we'll go ahead and save that. So we can look at our fleet here, and we cannot upgrade them even though we changed the class. Is it because it's broken up into the Float class and the Swallow class? It'd be nice to give these guys shielding. If we orbit, it's already orbiting. We should give this group a leader. So we have the Feathers of Bronze as a possible leader, the Plume of Blue, and the Plume of Black. What are their traits? This guy's eager, and his recruitment cost is cheaper. This guy has a better fire rate, and this guy gains experience faster. This guy costs the least amount of influence. We have enough influence. We'll go with the guy who has gains experience quicker. He is 53. That's fine. So he's now the new leader of this group. Apparently we can't upgrade. Apparently this group cannot have shields yet. Not sure why. Our science ship is done exploring the system, so we will go ahead and send him over here. Colonizing Tortilla is already beyond halfway, and we're going to rename this ship. So this is the Gorim star on the planet of Tortilla. And let's see. Because I know one of my viewers has the last name Ingram, we will name this planet Ingramonius for his dedication to checking out my stream. So the new planet, so we have Kyram's Blessing and Ingramonius. And in the Kaka language that means something significant. And it is a Gaia planet, and it is going to be such a big producer of power and minerals for us. It's going to more than make up the deficit we have right now. And you can see our influence is already expanding as the clans of the Kakas begin their quest across the universe. Alright, so we're going to continue building research stations, even at the cost of the power. And we will go ahead and go over and see if we can improve power here on the home planet of Kyram's Blessing. So let's see. So the natural resources that we gain on all these things. So this place gives us food. This place would give us power, but there's sprawling slums. And at the cost of more power and minerals, we can clear this land and then extract the power. I think we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to cut it real close on energy credits. We're going to go ahead and do it. We have completed orbital energy conversion. Perfect. So we can get more power from building a some solar panels on our spaceport here. But first, we'll pause the game, look at research here. So we can get better power hubs, which will increase our energy storage capacity, and it'll produce 3 power. We can get power plants 2 instead of the power hubs, which will give us 4, and unlock another building. We get gravity sensors, which are for our ships. We're going to go and get the field modulations here. That'll be nice. And let's see. We'll unpause. We still can't upgrade this fleet. I really want to give them shields. They just don't have any. That's annoying. I wonder if we change the swallow name is... Oh my goodness. We did not save the upgrades. So we'll put the fusion reactor back there. And we'll put 2 deflectors here. And we'll save. Yes. And the swallow... We'll delete the swallow 1.1. That's fine. So now that we've done that, I bet you if we click on this, we can upgrade the fleet at the cost of 130, which we don't even have. So we can give most of this fleet shielding, and we will do that once we have enough money. The colony has been established. Ingramonius is now in the Gorium system, is now part of the Kakaz clan, which means our power is already shot right up. So we were in the positive there. We can build a module here and get these solar panels up at the cost of 60, but I really want to upgrade that fleet because if we can get deflectors on them, they'll be all the better. Perfect. So let's go check out Ingramonius. So yeah, as you can see, we're already expanding our control of space. So where is it? Here's Ingramonius. Beautiful Gaia planet. Alright, so we currently have no governor here. We can assign a governor. So if we look here, the Feathers of Bronze, who's currently busy in Kyreem's Blessing, is busy. So we can recruit a new governor. So we can get the Beak of Purple, who we've dealt with before as far as he could have been an admiral or a general for our ships. We get the Eyes of Blue. And what does he offer? Better recruitment costs just like him. Or the Plume of Black, who brings in better food, and his hydroponic farm building cost is cheaper. Because we've got such a profitable planet here, and we've got the influence to spend, we're going to get the Plume of Black, and he will be the new governor of Ingramonius. So we'll choose him. Yep, he's going to do a lot for us. The happiness here is great. The construction time is better, and we clear things better. So this is the surface. You can see the population here. This little blue bar means how long it's going to take for this to be fully populated, and we can fully get what we need from this place. You're not going to find much power here except in the volcano, but there's going to be plenty of food and options to build other things here in these blank tiles to exploit something. And the fact that we have got the discount on the food and the improvement of food, this place is going to be bustling with food soon. But it's going to take time for this place to be colonized. So at the time, we're going to leave it as it is. We have enough money to go upgrade our fleet. So we're going to go back. We're going to shoot over to Kyreem's Blessing. And we are going to click on the fleet. And we are going to upgrade them at the cost of 130. So right now, they are basically getting shields put on inside these ships. And they will be a stronger group. Our construction ship is in the Gorium system, and I believe outside of Ingramonius, he has done everything he can here. So we cannot build at Olim because that's outside of our space. We've already pretty much done everything we can with our construction ship, but we don't know what's to the north. So we could arguably bring our construction ship up here and build a military station, apparently at no cost. A commissite, a small celestial object with pronounced gaseous and particulate tails, was recently observed in the Kyreem system. Its passing was uneventful. It's a good omen. We gain more influence. Great. So that pays for the price of our new leader on Ingramonius. So we're going to build a military station here. I've never built one before. We'll see what happens. So the only kind we can build is the defense platform, which does have a cost. Okay, that makes sense. So it would cost 1.2 maintenance of power just to build a defense system there, and we still need more minerals. So currently, we don't have the minerals for it, but I feel like we should anyway, only for the sake of this race. This race is defensive, and they don't want to you know, they want to be safe from extraterrestrials. System's already done surveyed. By the way, these red circles around these planets mean that they are habitable, but not habitable to us currently. We can terraform and force colonization at some point if we wanted to, but right now we can't. That's a continental world, and this is a ocean world. And we come from arid planets where there's rocks and mountains and crap, or this Gaia planet, which is perfect. Oh, and as you can see, the buildings are starting here, but apparently the buildings will grow the more it's populated, because if you click on Kyrim's Blessing, you've got a sprawling city all over the place. That's cool. Nice little effect. Alright, so the science vessel is done exploring here. We're going to go right over here because we want to shoot down south here. Our construction ship is basically waiting. We'll just send him here before we build that ship. Actually, what was that other option? Build frontier outpost? Oh, a frontier outpost will expand our influence and basically what our control is. First Murder Fleet is fully upgraded, so if we click on them, you can see right here, except for the float classes, which I didn't upgrade, the Swallow class comes with shields. So that's perfect. And their fleet stance is aggressive. We'll change that, not to evasive, but to passive, which means they will not move towards hostile targets, but will enter into combat if the hostile targets move close enough. Evasive just steers clear, and aggressive, obviously, is a more aggressive approach. Alright, so our construction ship will build a military station, we'll build a defense platform in the northern part of our space. My kids are screaming at each other. It's always a good thing. Okay, so our engineering research is free. We can now recruit something else. So we can get new armor. We can build, unlocks buildable population robots. I've never seen this before. Robots are relatively simple machines capable of accepting verbal commands but possessing no true intelligence of their own. Interesting. I've never done this before. They come at a hefty cost of 150 energy credits and 50 minerals. But apparently the habitability is plus 200%. Interesting. We'll see what happens. We'll go with that. No kidding. That's terrific. Alright, so what's the first murder? Fleet has been fully upgraded. We know that. Campaign to elect a new president is underway. Good thing we're paused. Let's check that out. So if we go back over here, Wings of Silver is wrapping up his second term of 10 years of ruling the Kakaz clans. If we look here, apparently my support for him is still strong. The Claws of Gold and the Feathers of Bronze and the Plume of Black. The Plume of Black, who's currently, I believe, governing Ingramonius, is running. Looks like they have the support. Looks like there's a 37% chance that he gets it. Or the vote share, rather. I don't feel like I need to add more support. Terrific. Hopefully Wings of Silver gets it again. I'd like to have him. He's been nothing but good for our small little empire here. Meanwhile, he's checking out the system. Nothing so far. Ooh, that planet looks bleak. That's a gas giant. The atmosphere primarily composed of hydrogen and helium surrounding a dense core with zero habitability. So it's like Jupiter in our system. The campaign, yeah, we know that. We'll know more in 2 months. Cool. Alright. If you'll excuse me 1 second, the kids are acting up again. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. So we're currently waiting on the results of the election. I just want to check up on that. I really hope Wings of Silver wins. The faction supports him 100%. 7 population on Kyram's Blessing support him, and Ingramonius is bringing their 1 population as well. So that's good. Nothing but good news. Our construction ship, how's the building over here going? Where is he? Oh, he's still flying over there. He's slow. We should know the results of the election here in a couple days. I am very curious. Wings of Silver has been elected as president of the United Kakaz clan. Consult the situation log for details. Oh, yeah, what was his mandate? Our president's reign has come to an end with the election campaign promises unfulfilled. That is definitely a factor. We did not get enough mining stations built. We were kind of busy with other stuff. So, the minor mandate this time is the same thing. So we've got to build 4 more. We had like one of 3 or 1 of 4 or something like that. So we've got that restarts, and we've got 5 years to do that. And I imagine the longer that goes, and he's not fulfilling his mandates, the less electable he's become. But I really like the Wings of Silver. He's done a lot for us. He's been great. And the fact that he gives us such good discounts. How old is he at this point? Wings of Silver. Wings of Silver. Wings of Silver. Where is he? Maybe I just have to click over here. He's 41. He's not old. He's level 4. I like him. Alright, so we'll unpause. We'll up the speed. How's Ingramonius doing as far as its population expansion? Only halfway to the next one. This is going to be a while. That's fine. Wait a minute. Male faction. I don't know what that means, that negative bonus. I guess that's the rate of the population, how happy they are. But they're still growing. They'll be fine. No other races out in space yet. I wonder if there's more stuff going on out here and we're just tucked in this corner. We really don't own that much space. I mean, when you consider 4 systems, that is somewhat significant, but we'll be building a lot more frontier posts than we will be colonizing planets. Having this Gaia world, though, is going to be a great shot in the arm economy-wise. We could always build those solar panels over here on the spaceport to get more power. I think we can afford it. So you're gonna look here. So you can build your fleets and ships here in the spaceport, but you have the details. You have I never clicked this. So this is the details on the spaceport itself, and it has modules. So it has a defense module that'll protect the planet. That's great. But we can also build these solar panels or the Corvette assembly yard because this is a level 2 spaceport now. For only 60, we can get +3 energy with solar panels. We'll go ahead and do that. Really curious about the robots. Okay, so the system survey is complete. Over here, apparently there's 5 minerals sitting there. 1 with 3, 1 with 2. That's terrific. We will send Shriek is his name and his science ship over here. Actually, the Shriek is the class of science ship. Excuse me. So we'll send him over here to find out what's going on in the system. Because there's a planet, if you remember the mass extinction through the ages, we've got all these different places to look at to avoid mass extinction. We've got 1 of 5 and there's 1 here. The planet of interest in this system is covered in layer upon layer of dense ices and varying compositions. Apparently it was once home to more varied and pleasant biomes. A special project has been issued to investigate this. Oh my goodness. That is the Sol system. That's like Earth and stuff. Oh, okay, we're pausing this. Alright, so that's Sol. That's Mercury. That's Venus. The third one has got to be Earth. This should be a continental world. Oh, this is cool. And so you got Mercury, Venus, Mars. Mercury, Venus, Mars. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, right here. Which is considered a barren world. And then you've got the asteroid belt that runs across our solar system. And then, oh look, it's Jupiter. Right here with all its moons. And then Saturn should be on the next side. So there's your Saturn. And then you've got Neptune and Uranus right here. And they don't include Pluto because Pluto was denounced as planet and stuff. So the arid world, is this the point of interest? Is, what is that, Titan? No, Jupiter. I don't remember what Jupiter's moons are. But we found our solar system. And there's an unidentified empire over Earth. Oh, this is cool. I've never found the solar system, and it's like on the outer rim of this whole galaxy. It's like way out here. Oh man, I can't wait to find out what happens. Cool. I hope they're friendly. Man, what is this? Okay, yeah, it's just telling us that we have to look at the moon in the solar system. That is so cool. Okay, our construction ship is done. It's built this defense platform. Apparently that's its range, so that's probably a terrible place to build it. But hey, you know, at least it looks menacing. What with its guns and stuff. We can customize in the ship designer what the defense platform does and looks like. Where is it? Right here. So we can customize the missiles and give it more power and stuff, but there's not much we can give it. Can we even give it... We can go ahead and give it deflectors, apparently. But, you know, whatever. That's fine. Alright. So we'll go ahead and tell our construction ship to return home. So he's going to return to Kyrim's blessing. We have finished our construction. What did we build? Oh, the solar panels. So we're getting more energy credits. We've got a nice surplus of money. And our science ship is over in the solar system. The birth of space piracy. As civilians travel in space becomes more commonplace, several powerful criminal organizations on Kyrim's blessing has sensed an opportunity to expand their operations. They have converted a number of civilian freighters into improvised warships with which they raid civilian shipping lanes for booty. We know they call themselves the Screaming Demons and that they operate from some kind of hidden space facility. Every effort must be made to bring these criminals to justice. Great. So, let's go get our first murder ships here. With their new shields. Oh, research complete. Let's check this out. We have finished the power plants. Perfect. And we can now improve deflectors. We can do that one, like we were talking about doing. We can get a physics lab or improve research speed. We'll get the deflectors. That's fine. We need to find these pirates, though. So we will send him our ships here, here, and here. We'll check out the systems within our network first, and we'll unpause. If we find something, we'll take care of it. Man, I'm all excited and curious about what's going to happen here. Like, what is this alien space station? Alien to us, because we're bird people. But that's probably mankind. That's cool. The first murderer has already been to the system. It's bounced back. There's one other system within the network to check out. What do you bet? They're back. Oh, well, we should see them because we have this planet here. We have found an anomaly in the solar system. We're seeing a weak signal from the surface of the planet. The source appears to be some kind of tracking beacon. Let's check it out. Which planet was that, too? Pirate fleet from the Screaming Deacons found. Where? Where? Over here? Oh, they're at the defense platform. And we're kicking their butt. We're kicking their butt. Yeah, get out of here. Told you this is a good place to put it. Because they flew in from that side. Oh, we are creaming them. And I'm glad this is my defense platform, not my fleet taking all this damage. It's not even halfway out of health and we just blew up one of their ships. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of this planet. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious minerals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. And we gained some energy of that. Give those to me. Give them to me. Alright, so we should have this ship, this raider, the Vagabond class, taken apart in no time here. And how do we repair this? Does our construction ship have to come over? Oh! It will damage space stations can be repaired with a construction ship. Okay. Alien proto-civilization. Oh, this must be on Earth. Sol 3, because Sol 1 would be... Okay, so is home to a mammalian civilization curling in an early space age. The orbital space station around the planet is cluttered with primitive satellites, and the native seem to have already launched several manned missions to Sol 3A, which is our moon. A number of small sublight exploration probes have been detected on outbound trajectories towards other bodies in the system. Interesting. So we found mankind. We are awesome. Also, we should find the enemy spaceport and blow that sucker up. I'm going to send my fleet over to this station because I bet you they flew from over here. Also, the Sol system. Human civilization. Wait, Wes. Human civilization. The civilization is entered in early space. Yep, we know that. The surface is colonized by people. Look at all the little people. There's volcanoes and junk everywhere too. And do they have any armies on the planet? No defending general. There's not. We could take them over, I suppose. Post-atomic armies. They have some. Yeah, they have. Okay, so they have the EU combined forces. They have the Russian armed forces, the Chinese, the U.S., East and West. That's kind of cool. We're not going to attack them. In fact, if we can conduct some diplomacy with them. Human civilization. We cannot communicate with them. They're incapable of doing it. So they're a fragmented nation. This is so cool. Okay. Hopefully we can communicate with them at some point. Did our first murder end up in the system? It did. Where? We'll send them here. Where are they? They've got to have a spaceport or something somewhere. Blasted pirates. We're going to wrap it up pretty soon here, though. I kind of want to figure out what's going on in the Sol system. Aha, what's this? What is this? Oh, these are these squiddy things. We don't need to engage them. Scientist Feathers of Khaki has leveled up to a skill level of 5. Cool. What is that? A black hole is here. Let's carefully go check that out. We've got a nice surplus of money. We could even expand our fleet once we're done. I want to see what's going on with this black hole too. Ooh, this is intense. Okay, there are baddie things here. There are void clouds of incredible strength chilling above a black hole. Well, let's go home. Where's return home? Return home. We're just gonna go. That's kind of scary. And I don't know what a black hole would do. They suck us up and kill us. Okay, so we have completely scanned the Sol system. We just have to go check out this moon. And look, he's already chilling there waiting for us to give him orders. Perfect. That's terrific. Almost done. First murder is flying back home to Kyram's blessing, to which we'll queue up some upgrades for it, or at least some just enlarge the fleet. Okay. An unnatural shift in atmosphere's chemical makeup resulted in the slow but irreversible onset of an ice age, one that began before the formation of the United Kakaz clan and is likely to persist long after our passing. The exact cause remains unknown, but probable explanations include failed terraforming attempts or even an intraplanetary terrorism. Some of the more radical elements within the scientific community on Kyram's blessing suggest that dramatic climate shift may have been brought on by the unchecked emission of gaseous industrial byproduct into the atmosphere. Oh, so this is like a little global warming thing. This view is confined to the scientific fringe, as it is unlikely that any race intelligent enough to achieve full industrialization would be stupid enough to accidentally wipe themselves out. Cool. So the Sol system has been discovered. We cannot conduct diplomacy with them yet because they can't talk to us, even though we can talk to them. We're just more advanced. And we will send our science ship. We're going to queue up surveying of these two systems, and that'll wrap up this arm of space. Meanwhile, we will also queue up some... Are you in orbit around here? Okay, he is. We will just queue up some Swallow class corvettes, 4 more, which will give us what? There's already 10 here. 4 plus 10. That'll bring us up to our naval capacity. A research for survey data. Oh, our borders have expanded. Let's pause this. Let's check new research here. We can xenology. We can reveal the resource of alien pets, a strategic resource which could be useful in trade, I believe. We can do planetary unification, which is an edict we can issue or improve our naval capacity. Hey, the idea of getting a strategic resource. These docile, non-sentient creatures can easily be domesticated, and their friendly demeanor and appealing looks would make them popular as pets. Xenophiles value them highly and proudly present them in zoos. So if we have that, we'll have access to a strategic resource, which is right up here. So we'll go ahead and research that. And we'll check our borders now. So United Clan space is now expanded by like 20%. So this border is just slightly larger. This is almost a potential place to build in. It'd be nice to own this arm. There's a planet here that is somewhat habitable. It's a tundra world. Oh, because we can sort of colonize it. If we do that, we'll have a nice arm down here. There's no planets here. There's potentially one there. There's a tundra world here, which we could potentially do. And then we could just expand around. We might own all this space. But I think that's going to do it for right now. We've got enough queued up. We've got a nice storyline going on with a possible extinction. We've got our first planet over in the Gorium system of Ingramonius, which is pretty soon going to be pretty significant. We've already got one of our population here, and we're going to start building buildings on there shortly. We've got pirates around. We've got a black hole with some scary-looking villains there, and we found mankind way out here. So this is definitely a let's play, so to speak, that I plan to continue, especially with a nice new game. Maybe it'll generate some publicity. But I've been enjoying this game so far, and I haven't even gotten that far with it. We haven't even discovered any other race with communication abilities, and there should be plenty out there. So on that note, we're going to pause it. We'll save our game. And saving is disabled in Iron Man mode. I forgot we're doing Iron Man mode, so apparently I have to wait till I save. So we'll play a little bit longer, as long as my kids keep themselves together, until we can save it. Or it saves for us. I think it auto-saves. Enough. Alright. Well, we're building those ships. We've got 2 corvettes left. Did it just save? It did just save at the beginning of this new month, so, and it's running up fast. So we will go ahead and it has just saved. We will go ahead and call it there. Yeah. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned more about the game and are also intrigued. I hope you have a good night, and again, thanks for checking it out.